The American middle class, once the backbone of the nation's economy and a global symbol of opportunity, is steadily eroding. This transformation isn't just an economic issue, it's a societal shift with consequences that affect everyone, regardless of income level. Today, we'll uncover the factors driving this decline, the broader implications for the U.S. economy, and what you can do to safeguard your financial future amidst this unsettling trend. The shrinking middle class. According to a 2022 report from Pew Research Center, the share of U.S. adults considered middle class has fallen from 61% in 1971 to just 50% in recent years. That's half the population struggling to maintain what was once a standard of financial security: owning a home, saving for retirement, and providing for their families without living paycheck to paycheck. Middle-class households face stagnant wages despite increasing productivity. Over the last 4 decades, worker productivity in the U.S. has risen by over 60%, yet the average hourly wage has grown by less than 17% when adjusted for inflation. This means that while corporations have profited from increased efficiency, the benefits haven't trickled down to workers. Rising costs of living. One of the main reasons for the shrinking middle class is the soaring cost of living. Essential expenses like housing, healthcare, education, and childcare have skyrocketed, leaving families with little room to save. Housing crisis. The median price of a home in the U.S. hit $416,100 in 2023, according to the National Association of Realtors, marking a nearly 30% increase in just 5 years. In addition to the federal debt crisis, U.S. consumer debt has reached record-breaking levels, surpassing $17.5 trillion as of 2024. Credit card debt alone recently crossed the $1 trillion mark, with average interest rates climbing above 20%. For renters, the situation is no better, with average monthly rents in major cities exceeding $2,000. This means that housing now consumes over 30% of many middle-class families' incomes, far above the recommended threshold for financial stability. Healthcare costs. Health insurance premiums for employer-sponsored plans reached an average of $22,221 per year for families in 2023, according to the Kaiser Family Foundation. Even with insurance, high deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses can plunge families into debt after unexpected medical emergencies. Education. Debt. Student loan balances in the U.S. have surpassed $1.7 trillion, with the average borrower carrying about $37,000 in debt. For middle-class families, helping children access higher education often means taking on this financial burden, further straining household budgets. Job market challenges. The U.S. job market has undergone significant shifts, and not all of them have benefited middle-class workers. Manufacturing jobs, which historically provided stable employment and good wages, have declined by nearly 40% since the 1980s due to automation and globalization. Meanwhile, the rise of the gig economy has created a new class of workers who lack traditional benefits like health insurance, paid time off, and retirement contributions. While these jobs offer flexibility, they rarely provide the income stability needed to sustain a middle-class lifestyle. Moreover, inflation has hit middle-income jobs hard. While the official inflation rate hovers around 4%, essentials like food and energy have seen much steeper price increases. The middle class bears the brunt of this economic squeeze, as their incomes often don't qualify them for government assistance, but aren't enough to shield them from financial stress. The broader economic implications. The decline of the middle class isn't just a personal issue for those affected, it's a systemic problem for the entire U.S. economy. Consumer spending decline. The middle class drives consumer spending, which accounts for about 70% of the U.S. GDP. When middle-class families cut back on spending due to financial pressures, businesses across all sectors feel the pinch. Weakened social mobility. A shrinking middle class means fewer opportunities for upward mobility. For many, the American dream of home ownership and financial independence is becoming an unattainable goal. Economic inequality. As wealth concentrates in the hands of the top 1%, income inequality continues to widen. This imbalance creates economic instability and increases social tension. What you can do to protect yourself. While the challenges are daunting, there are steps you can take to secure your financial future and navigate the decline of the middle class. Diversify your income. Relying solely on a single source of income is risky in today's economy. Consider side hustles, freelance work, or investing in passive income streams like dividend-paying stocks or rental properties. Reduce debt. High-interest debt, particularly from credit cards, can erode your financial stability. Make paying off debt a priority and avoid accumulating more. Invest in skills. The job market is evolving, and demand for skills in technology, healthcare, and renewable energy is growing. Continuous learning can help you stay competitive and increase your earning potential. Build an emergency fund. Having 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved can provide a safety net during periods of financial uncertainty. Policy changes that could help. While individual action is essential, systemic change is needed to reverse the decline of the middle class. Here are a few policy measures that could make a difference. Affordable housing initiatives. Expanding access to affordable housing and incentivizing the construction of middle-income housing can ease the housing burden on families. Education reform. Making higher education more affordable, such as through expanded student loan forgiveness or free community college programs, could alleviate financial stress on middle-class families. Tax reform. Policies that increase taxes on the ultra-wealthy and provide tax relief to middle-income households can help address income inequality. Healthcare overhaul. Reducing healthcare costs through reforms like capping drug prices and expanding public health insurance options can make a significant impact on household budgets. Closing thoughts. The American middle class has long been the cornerstone of economic stability and social progress. Its decline signals challenges not just for individual families, but for the nation as a whole. Yet, understanding the root causes and taking proactive steps, both individually and collectively, can help mitigate the damage. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth analyses on the economic challenges shaping our future. Don't forget to like and comment to share your thoughts on how the middle class can reclaim its strength in today's world.